typing will actually help me out. So I end up going into the Pokemon Tower, I believe, at this very moment. I'm not 100% sure, but we're about to see. Ah, yes, we walk into Mr. Fuji's house, and they're all like, "Where's Mr. Fuji at? Oh my gosh, we can't see him. He's, like, gone. Oh my goodness, he went into the Pokemon Tower, and he's, like, gone." So then I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to go inside the Pokemon Tower yet, because, you know, I don't have the Silph so there's absolutely no point. But I actually do end up going into the Pokemon Tower, simply because I want to go fight our rival, but I think before that, I wanted to get some training off, especially because we have a level 13 Drowsy and a level 20 Dustox, so I go ahead and throw them out here and try to get a couple of hits out, if not a full Mon to be able to kill to get free experience. But I ended up having to switch to my Lodic and just use Water Pulse, which is perfectly fine. We got a crit on that first Water Pulse, and they're still doing 0 damage to us, simply because they did not break through the confusion. I believe we fight all of the trainers in this area, and we get an encounter in this area that I believe is going to be an Umbreon. And I forgot what we were going to name the Umbreon. I totally forgot. But I know for sure that his ability is going to be Suction Cups. That's going to be very important later on. Not in this video, but later on in the series. Hope you guys recognize it. Okay, and that Slacking has Drought. That's also very important. Wow, I'm actually starting to notice how far behind the audio is now that I'm watching the video. Wow, that's really weird. It's like a whole second behind. Maybe it's just going so fast that it just can't keep up or something? But anyways, as you can tell, we go through all of the trainers here. I do end up walking in circles a lot. It's kind of weird, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. In the moment, you're very concerned with the contents of your team. Wow. Looks like I'm tired, boys. But as you can tell, I'm wearing the same t-shirt as I was the last episode, simply because I just wanted to go ahead and get both of these episodes finished recording. Mainly because I recorded both of them together last time whenever I played them, and did not record the face cam originally, so I decided maybe I should do that this time. So I did. And so Chris is going to be taking on this Wingull, and I do believe I try super hard to get him to solo it, but I do believe that I have to swap out simply because of the confusion there. As soon as he confuses me, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm just going to throw out a rock throw, and hopefully this thing does not water gun crit me or whatever. But as soon as he sends out Glalie, I understand that I pretty much am good. I can just keep throwing rocks at this man, and it's just easy pickings. Even if he uses Wish, just like the Latias did, he won't be able to get the Wish off. You'll see me going to the PC a lot, mainly because I don't want to have to risk losing any Mons, you know what I mean? A nice little double battle with our boy Mewtwo. I get a little intimidated here. I should honestly immediately either A, pull Dustin out, or B, pull Chris out. I don't think I need both of them because Dustin does have Protect, so it's not 100% necessary. But as soon as I got the Hypnosis off, I knew that it was going to be at least a little bit easier. The Psychics or the Confusions are super effective on the Weedle because he's Poison type, so... Wow, this is doing no damage with the barrier. Wow. So we get Raikage out, and we also swap out, who else? Gonna be Seth. So we swap out Seth and Raikage, and as you can see immediately, Seth gets hit with what looks like to be a Psychic, but could possibly be a Confusion, or Psybeam, but we end up bodying them and laying their asses down. And of course, you know I gotta go back, and I gotta heal up a bit. And this is where we reach in and we get our Glitter Mail, as well as our first encounter in this area, which is going to be that Wicked Umbreon, of course. Now, Umbreon is very well known in the community for being super tanky, and that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be my tank for this team. Although I have Medusa already, the Medusa cannot tank anything specially defensive, and I do believe Umbreon can. I do believe Umbreon's special defense is a lot higher than special defense is a lot higher than its defense. And Seth at this moment having sleep powder is so amazing. Just being able to put anything to sleep is, if I want to catch it. I'm not 100% sure how many Pokeballs I end up catching at this. We've got 2 balls thrown at that thing, 1 shake so far, and then we catch it with a 3rd Pokeball, like they say, 3rd time's the charm. And then I noticed that, of course, it goes back into the free spec box, and so I'm like, okay, no, we can't do this. Can't be having this. So I pick up Umbreon right out of there, and I drop him into the box. And then I start thinking, well, I actually really like Umbreon on my team, so maybe I should drop the Dustox and pick up the Umbreon, yeah? And that's exactly what ends up happening. I also picked up the Umbreon because I had not nicknamed him. I accidentally did not nickname the Umbreon, so I immediately take it to the name raider and then go down the Umbreon and then rename it to something a lot more fitting to what an Umbreon is or represents. And it's not Moonlight, because that would be fucking lame. I'm not even 100% what we end up calling this, but I know it's a good name. Yes, I end up calling it Ryan because I have a friend Ryan whose name is Ryan Wall, and this Umbreon is nothing but a motherfucking wall. That's 100% sure, for a fact. But anyways, that's just another mon that we have to end up training up. So, as you know, I'm going to go through this entire route, and I'm going to end up fighting every single trainer in this route, simply because I have to get all the experience I can. Look, Mo is already almost level 30, and now we have a level 17 among us. Mo wants to learn Recover, and it's actually a lot better than Refresh, I feel like, mainly because it heals up just half of your health for free, no matter what the statistic is. And Mo is just running through them with Water Pulse, honestly. He's just throwing it out there, and they're just taking it and they're dying. So that's essentially what happened in that battle. Mo just kind of took over. Next battle we get into, we got this Togepi who is actually throwing the strats on me with Yawn. We've got the Encore, the Yawn, the what else? But it's already dead, so there's no point. Ah, yes, a Wobbuffet. Who doesn't love a Wobbuffet, am I right? You know who doesn't love Wobbuffet? Ryan doesn't love Wobbuffet. And Ryan's gonna fuck up Wobbuffet. See, the only thing is that you literally you do not want to accidentally give away a mon with a free Destiny Bond. Now, Destiny Bond not off screen, Destiny Bond off a Nuzlocke, not really that intimidating. But in a Nuzlocke situation, where if your mon dies, you can't use it anymore, it becomes very stressful. And, you know, especially these counter situations, if you've seen them before. Counter and mirror coach situations is very, very complicated. And yeah, that man actually just went around me. And of course, you know, I run in circles, boys, so we got to go all the way back. We got to heal up a bit, and then we got to, I believe before we go into Celadon City, we do take on our rival, Gary, in the Pokemon Tower. Woo! Getting kind of yawny. But I do believe right here is whenever I go, I literally could have caught a Venusaur, but I already have a Ivysaur in my party at this moment, so the necessity of a Venusaur is pretty absent, I'd say. But anyways, I'm getting kind of tired here. I am going to finish recording the commentary over this episode, and then I'm going to go to sleep. I've got 33 Pokeballs. Got 33 Pokeballs. Of course, you got to use them to catch whatever you can, especially in a Nuzlocke. Every single time you have a new encounter, you really want to be able to catch it. It was at that moment I knew I fucked up. Nah, Ice Ball is just one of those really scary. It's kind of like Rollout, of course, except for it's a Ice Ball. It's just super intimidating. Oh, my boy Seth coming through. Oh, and Navdu fighting the other side. Very interesting. So they throw out Medusa and threw in my boy. Oh, Dusclops, okay. And of course, we gotta go back to Lavender Town, boys. We've got to get that heals. Is at this moment where I go up Pokemon Tower for the first time. I do believe. I go up Pokemon Tower for the first time after I talk to all these people. And I take on my rival. Our rival Hyphen. Hyphen's team isn't very stacked at this very moment. As far as our team versus his team, our team's looking pretty superior. I have to be completely honest. With a Zapdos and an Umbreon, it's pretty unstoppable. He got the Grovyle pull though, which is pretty cool. We got the Zapdos, we got the Steelix, we got the Milotic, we got the we've just got stacks on stacks on stacks. Nice, the Peck killing. The Peck gonna kill. Come on, boys. Nice. Super Pogs. Wow, get wrecked, son. Who even likes that guy? Orange-haired guy. Ah, yes, of course. So, I try to go into the Saffron City entrance, but of course, I do not have a soda or anything for these really thirsty cops. So, I have to go find that at the department store, which I still have not done yet, but I will do that very soon. But either way, I get into a battle with Scientist Nerdman, and homie whips out a motherfucking Huntail. Alright. And with 3 minutes left in the recording, boys, give you that recap. Not much of a recap. We basically just battled a lot of trainers and then made it to Celadon City, which is essentially what's going to happen. As you can tell by my eyelids, I'm getting a little tired here, which means as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to go lay down in bed. After I brush my teeth, of course. Do not learn the sweet scent. It's probably pretty useless. Nope. Yep. It says, man, I'm thirsty as fuck, dude. As little girl said, no, I do not actually go to the department store that very often. Now, what I was doing there is I think I saw Worcester do that on the Pokemon Let's Go edition. I'm not 100% sure if it was any different than yours. I'm sure it was. But ah, yes, the Delcatty. The infamous Delcatty who freaking attracted my freaking Chris and then just goes and double slaps him to death like a fucking hoe. It was at this point, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. And then it said that I couldn't escape, and I was like, okay, well then, excuse me. But I do believe it's Shadow Tag. I do believe Shadow Tag is keeping him from leaving. Anyways, I get tired of that Mon, and I'm like, hey, I really do not want to lose another Mon, but we are here in Celadon City, and I'm gonna just drop this episode. This is gonna be the end of the episode, essentially, is what's gonna happen. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, never mind. I have a whole ass minute. Let me wait a whole minute before I say that. But anyways, I saved the game. This is where I bid my adieu to you. Is that the word? Or is that the phrase? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed your time. I'm gonna go explore the world a little bit at least. Gonna go talk to everyone. I know that I have a lot of Team Rocket stuff to do in this town, especially with the Team Rocket people just standing around. I go ahead and make my way all the way to Erica's gym, and I just sit there and I save and then I wait. Essentially, wait until next episode, boys. Hope you guys enjoyed. The next episode has already happened. It happened on twitch.tv/arealpsycho. But you guys, that does not mean that you have missed it. I am going to pull the VOD and I am going to edit it and be sure it looks really nice and what's the word? Shareable. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoy the next one. And I'll see you next time. Later, skaters.